Welcome back to another episode of Thic. We got Mr. Thin over here, Mr. Two Tony, Two Phones.
No time and two phones, Tony.
Two time and two phones, Tony.
Yeah,
5'9", two phones.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm worked up, man.
Yeah,
I'm worked up.
I've got that aura from you.
We're gonna open this thing hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just drop it like it's hot.
Someone
baby.
stole some of my content on Instagram, and that's not my issue. My issue is they stole it and reposted it, and it did really extremely well. So in
Okay.
comparison, my video, the same video, got
Yeah.
10,000 views. Their video, the exact same video, got 200,000 views. Both my video, just they reposted it.
So you're jealous.
Yes and no. Shit. I didn't know you were going to go that direction with this. Well, I'm wondering, in my head, am I shadow banned? Like, why the exact same video, the algorithm picks it up, gives it to this guy, when it's my video?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the algorithm probably doesn't know it's your video.
But I posted it. It's my face.
Yeah, but there's not like someone behind the computer organizing all
What?
the clips.
There isn't?
No,
I like
no.
to think there's just
Yeah,
a bunch
one
of
dude,
monkeys.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you
no,
know, to give a monkey a typewriter, right?
yeah, so that worked me up. No, right, Shakespeare. That worked me up. And then I started to get worked up because I was getting worked up about it. And I'm like, this is like a petty thing to get worked up about. But it's the
Yeah.
principle of the matter.
You want to know what my favorite thing is?
What? Come on.
You're turning 30 this year.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Fired up about a reel.
Yeah, because it's business.
Big business.
It's business.
Business, baby.
Yeah. How? Check your hours on your phone. Your time on Instagram and TikTok.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm proving a point.
Okay.
Where do you
Okay,
think most of your hours?
How do I do that?
I actually don't know. That's a good question. Okay.
Business.
You spend a decent amount of hours on it, right?
On Instagram,
Yeah,
I would
TikTok?
imagine probably 2 hours a day. I'm not on it a lot.
Yeah?
No, on the weekend, maybe more.
TikTok?
TikTok, quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And how old are you turning this year?
I'm turning 28. Wait. 29. I'm turning 29.
So it looks like we're all in the same boat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
You're turning 29 March 4th, right? May 4th.
May 4th. There you go. March. Be weird. I think
Bitch
I'm
month,
like
right?
I'm like a more May for sure.
Yeah, little Mayflower.
Yeah, the Mayflower, baby.
You're going to take a
We're
sip
taking
of that thing?
over.
I'm
We're
waiting
taking
for you
over.
to take a sip, dude.
I haven't.
Ooh.
They sell these in Canada now, eh?
Yeah, I seen
Yeah.
a friend of ours.
Yeah, that's nice.
Send it to us.
Nice touch.
Yeah, anything get you worked up lately?
Oof. Nothing worked up. I've had a really good week actually. I cleaned my room finally.
Ooh, nice.
Finally see the floor of my room. That's nice.
Like a nice deep clean or?
Yeah. Yeah, like I had clothes everywhere. To the point where I was just like grabbing stuff. Oh, it smells clean, throw it on. And I'm like, I gotta stop doing this. I did that for about 9 months.
What do you do to wash your laundry? Like, what's your method? Is it, walk me through it.
My method?
Yeah.
I
to do
sort
laundry.
my jeans and my underwear and my socks in one bin and my t-shirts in another bin.
Mhm.
Then like bulk your items like this jacket or like heavy duty sweaters in like another bin.
And then what kind of detergent do you use?
Just Tide.
Do you
Tide
use pods?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, my next question is, do you put the Tide Pods in first or at the top?
I make a circle around the drum, like layering my clothes.
Oh, I thought with Tide Pods.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Yeah, I use about 10 at a time. Yeah. No, I'd make
Dang.
like a circle around the drum with my clothes,
Okay.
and then I drop 2 pods in the middle of the stack, so they go down to the
Stack.
bottom.
Okay. So I heard that you're supposed to throw them at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, it sounds like you're on the right track. I was throwing them on the top.
Okay.
And the way I found out you're not supposed to is I got a sweater out of the laundry the other day. It was early in the morning, put it on, got here, and there was a big blue stain.
Yes, I've done
across
that
it.
once where the
Gets
water
stuck.
the water stuff doesn't fully dissolve.
Yeah.
And it looks like semen.
Oh,
on
I've
your
had
clothes.
that. This one was actually blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like I did an oil change or something. And I was like with a client, and all of a sudden I looked
Yeah.
down and I'm like, I look like a piece of shit. It's 5:30 a.m.
Nice.
Um, Yeah, but that it makes like pants and stuff like that. It
Yeah.
makes it look like you
Yeah.
should ejaculate.
Yeah,
on
or
it.
like had a messy donut or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's code, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
so. And then do you dry or you hang dry?
I dry.
Full dry,
Just
like
throw
just
it in the
normal?
dryer. Yep.
You don't shrink anything?
I do, then I just buy more.
Hey, you're doing all right. You're doing all right.
Well, when you shop at Costco's,
It's 400.
pretty easy to just recycle.
Do you guys have a palette of white t-shirts I could buy?
Oh, I love it. I love white
Just-
t-shirts. There's nothing better than a white tee.
You know how like Chris D'Elia's got the Brinks truck backing
Yeah.
up? You got the Costco
I got
truck?
Costco white t-shirts track, yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, Costco's actually is pretty good for the shrinkage. I don't find their stuff shrinks very often.
Okay.
It's the stuff like that I get from like H&M or Gap actually is pretty decent of recent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gap's nice.
H&M's been really bad for that. Any like Polo, like Ralph Lauren stuff, their stuff shrinks like crazy too.
Yeah.
But I think that's just because I'm buying it from like an outlet mall where it's like the bottom of the barrel quality.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it seems like that stuff. Have you ever like had a really nice shirt like you just got or pants and then you shrink it right away and you like it and you're like, oh.
I used to be like that, and then I've just shrunk so many t-shirts now. I'm just like immune to it. Like, oh, another
Nice.
one. Plus, I don't buy like specialized t-shirts anymore, other than like band t-shirts.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know what
Like
you mean.
band
Would you
t-shirts.
call this a specialized t-shirt?
No, what'd you pay for it?
This $40.
I might.
It's a heavy. It's a
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, but that's not gonna shrink.
And it's oversized.
yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
what I like about oversized is like it's if it shrinks a little bit, you're still good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what
Dang.
drives me nuts though? Is buying like, let's say triple XL because you like it. I like it oversized,
Mhm.
or like a sweater, and it'll come up, it'll shrink, and it'll do the belly thing. It'll just shrink right here. I'm like, but everything else is fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the arm length is fine, everything.
Yeah.
But then
even
you go
if
to
you
reach
buy the
anything
big
up.
one,
Mhm.
I don't know what like.
It's I wish like, and you experience that too. Like
Mhm.
I always thought I'm like a little longer torsoed, so I thought, okay, it's just my build.
Yeah.
But you get that too, eh? And
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
Um.
I was talking to Seth, my roommate there. He doesn't wash his clothes very often. To the point where I was like kind of concerned about it. I'm like, oh, but I guess that does make sense because his like the only thing he washes consistently is his socks and his underwear.
Okay.
Unless his like, and then everything else only if it gets dirty.
Really?
Yeah.
What, like even shirts?
Yeah.
Like I've heard people do that. Like there's certain jeans that you
Yeah.
just never wash.
Yeah. I couldn't do that because on like a hot summer day and get a little swass going,
Yeah.
you gotta wash the pants.
Have you ever wondered how many times you've had like swass on your pants that you can't see? Like that's like it's visible
Oh yeah,
on the
yeah,
side,
yeah.
but you
Mhm.
just don't know. Sometimes I think
no, not really, because I'm smart about it. I don't buy like tan
Oh yeah.
or I
Good-
don't buy
good
light
idea.
colored shorts. I try not to.
That's actually kind of faded away, eh? Like tan or khakis.
Yeah,
Like that was big for a little while.
Mhm.
Now it's kind of gone.
Yep.
Probably for that reason.
for the best probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a pair of pants. I should bring them out.
yeah.
Wear some skater shoes.
Get a little swassy, then it
Yeah.
all pops through or what?
Get worked up about a reel and get a little sweaty and
But yeah, back to that real situation. I don't know, man. Do you think like I get that it makes you mad that someone stole your property?
yeah.
You gonna like send him something in the mail?
Probably
or-
sue them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to restart your page now? Because you're
That's-
like
I'm
kind of
considering
concerned
it.
in the fact that because it did better, do you think you were thinking your shadow banned, right?
Yeah, but I also don't want to be the person to say shit's not doing good
Yeah.
because I'm shadow banned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't think you're. No offense, I don't think you're big enough.
Well,
To-
the thing that's weird to me is on TikTok, it did 15 million. Over 15 million.
Yeah.
On Instagram, it did 10,000. But on this other guy's Instagram page, it did 200. Not only that, but on Instagram, it's got 416 likes, but 466 shares. So that would mean 50 people shared it but didn't like it.
Yeah.
Which is a weird
Thing
thing.
for it to happen.
Yeah. That
How many
usually doesn't happen.
followers did that other page have? That
11,000. So it is higher, but it's not that much higher. It's not like it's a massive page.
No, but 11K is definitely different than 1,300.
Yeah, it is for sure.
So
But so I'm trying to rack through. Is that enough of a difference that it would do that? Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys know, if one of you guys are analytics experts and want to pipe in, send us an email. No, I'm kidding. Comment below or shoot us a DM on our social media platforms, either TikTok or
well,
Instagram.
I'm even thinking about our page that we have through
Yeah.
Thic and Thin. We've been at what 177 followers for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah,
We haven't gained a single follower in 5 months. I don't know if that's because we're actually bad at what we're doing, but
it could very well be.
yeah. But like one person you think would follow us in 5 months?
That does
seems
odd.
weird.
Yeah,
But hey, like
We should
like
do-
not even a bot that's spamming porn has followed us,
that would be sick,
dude. Like
Where
where the bots at?
we should do a paid ad for our
Promote it on
podcast. Yeah,
Netflix,
like
yeah.
we should do like a promo video in here.
Yeah.
Get Zach in here, light it nicely, and then do a whole promo, and then pay for an ad to go out on Instagram,
That'd be funny.
and just have people
Yeah.
like, "What is this? Like, what is
Yeah.
going on?"
Or what we should do is like on the way like to the city there, rent a billboard for a month.
and make it look like we're real estate agents or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Or a radio show.
Are you tired of the shitty drive every day? Tune into the Thic and Thin podcast for
Dude.
your drive.
That would be unbelievable. I wonder what that
Yeah.
would cost. If you guys want to pitch in to do that, we'll do it if we can come up with the funds.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking like one of those big ones with the lights on.
that would be
That'd be
sick.
funny shit.
That would be funny. Or put it on the side of like a semi.
Yeah. With our
Go-
faces
go
on
cross country.
it. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
No one's doing that anymore.
That
hey?
would be
Like,
so fun. Yeah, putting shit.
Can
on
you imagine like
semis.
seeing a Rogan podcast billboard?
I think that does happen a little bit more in like
Yeah.
the States. Yeah. I have seen a little bit of that, like the more of that where that media is focused.
How much are Instagram ads?
It varies, like 30. You could do $35.
Oh,
to-
like cheap.
you can, but it just depends on how big the reach you want and how.
Okay. Yeah,
different
we
things.
should do an ad on Instagram. That'd be funny. Like a sponsor, like little in the
But
bottom.
make
it's a
it like
sponsor.
make it purposeful, like
Yeah.
not make.
Oh
it,
yeah, make it real. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
make it be like, what are these guys doing? Like, why are they making an ad?
Yeah, that'd be
That'd be
great. That'd be funny.
unbelievable.
That'd be really sweet.
I have right now my fitness, because in the fitness world, I mean, January is the big time, and there's a lot of people, like just one-off people making like they'll sponsor one of their videos, and some of them, dude, are unbelievable. Like the camera, it's just like someone's dad who's training people maybe on the side, and good for him, but it's like he doesn't quite know how to use it. Apparently I don't either, so talking mad shit for a guy who's bitching about his reel not doing good. But it's like the top half of his face. And it's just him walking around. I've got it so many times. It's just him walking around. And dude, I'll watch that video all the way through just for that guy, just to show support.
Nice.
I'm increasing that dude's watch time just
Perfect.
because it's just he's talking. He's like, some days will be bad, and you just see like the top of his top lip.
You should share it with me next time.
Okay,
you see
next
it.
time
Yeah.
it pops up, I'll
Yeah, I
share
wanna
it. It's
see
great. It's great. It's like someone called me fat the other day, and I don't think I'm fat, but I sat there and I thought to myself, maybe I am, and I could change that. And I'm like,
And this guy's like old.
yeah, I would say mid 40s
Okay.
at the youngest, I would say.
Does he look in shape?
I'm going to leave that up
Yeah.
to you to decide.
Okay.
I don't want to make that call.
Yeah.
Could be a performance athlete.
Okay. Like a strong man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't do this
Yeah.
to me. I'd rather see that guy on Instagram, though, than like a 16-year-old doing his thing, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I can just relate to that old guy better.
Yeah,
Not,
yeah.
nothing wrong with the 16-year-olds
yeah.
doing. I just relate to this dude. Like, this is like, I want to be that guy
Yeah.
someday.
At
Yeah.
45
Yeah.
with 5,000 followers.
No, not 5. He does not have 5.
No,
like
he's got-
150 maybe.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
He's
dude.
doing well. Okay.
Dude.
All right.
No, like 150 followers. Not 150,000.
Oh, like
150, dude.
150.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's doing sponsored ads. He's like, I got extra money. Throw it at this.
So we should do that then for our podcast.
Yeah, I think there is something to be said, though, for organic growth. I think it is a little bit more like
Yeah.
beneficial.
It'd be fun to do an ad though.
It would be fun.
Like, and just as like a YouTube video.
yeah, like do a whole advertise, like
Yeah.
a pretend advertisement.
Yeah.
But actually do it for
Yeah.
this. That'd be I'm in.
Yeah,
I mean,
I already have an idea for it, so
that's sweet.
Yeah.
Do you want to share it or you want to keep it?
I think we'll keep
Yeah.
it a secret. I'm gonna write it
Okay.
down though, so I don't lose the idea.
Okay, I'll let you write it down. I'm going to talk about today. We had a storm here today. Roads were shut down. If you guys don't know where we're located in Manitoba, Canada, which it's beautiful. You know, we got great summers and shitty winters, and today was a reminder of that. The roads, I think, were open in our area, but I don't know if they should have been because I think school was canceled for the kiddos. I don't know. I don't have any kids, and I don't watch schools, but maybe I should.
I read the news though.
I'm
I'm a news reader.
I read the news. I do have a bunch of topics that I do want to touch on at some point. You just let me know when, and we'll dive right in. Give me a little time there.
Sorry, this is taking longer.
No, I can keep
as
running this thing.
as I'm typing it out, I'm getting.
I can keep running
more.
this thing. We do appreciate you guys listening. You know, although we, our Instagram is kind of stalled out a little bit, we do appreciate everybody who does listen to this podcast, who maybe gets a laugh out of it or makes their life seem a little bit.
Do you know what I love
More
is
sane.
going out in public and like random people will like at the bar or something and they'll like just like, oh, you're thick and thin or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's me.
There's
Yeah, that
nothing-
podcast is great. Thanks.
There's nothing better
Yeah.
than we have two friends who are substantial pieces in like
Yeah.
social media and the music industry doing significant things with significant followings. And when
Yeah.
they notice, like when they compliment
Yeah.
our podcast
Yeah.
in front of them, I'm like, hell yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I think sometimes it's backhanded a bit,
Oh, good.
but it's still funny. I'm like, yeah, it's wild, hey, yeah, me and him.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah,
who would have
man.
thought? Type of thing, you know.
Yeah. Keep,
I don't
keep
care.
doubling
Yeah.
down.
And then the more I drink, when I'm out at these public, like these bars and stuff, the more I'm like, yeah, you should come on.
Oh, do
Yeah,
it.
you should come on. Yeah. So like now I have where was it? A couple weeks ago there's a girl. She's in university, going to be a therapist. She was wanting to come on,
Get her on here, man.
and she was gonna do like a session for us.
Get her on.
Yeah.
She sounds like she'd fire me right there.
Yeah, it was funny. She's like, yeah, something about us needing actual therapy. I'm like, nah, we got each other.
That would be unbelievable.
be
If you can
funny,
get her
yeah.
on, man, let's do it.
I don't.
If you
Yeah,
guys
I don't know if she's interested still, but I'll I have her number. I'll message her.
do it. That'd be
Yeah,
funny.
that'd be funny.
That would be unbelievable. Just do a one-on-one episode. Like we have two back-to-back episodes that are just me
It'd
and
be
that
really
person,
funny
you
if we
and
get
that
another
person.
chair and we sit like side by side, like we're in a couples therapy.
Get a
Yeah,
couch,
yeah,
get a love
yeah,
seat.
yeah, and then like have her sit there.
Just
Yeah.
hold hands.
Yeah.
Like Drew Barrymore and Oprah.
Did they hold hands?
Have you
before?
seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's weird. Anyways, look it up. If you haven't.
Oprah's weird though.
Speaking of laundry, man, what is your thoughts on the whole sock conspiracy? I actually have that written down here.
The Thic conspiracy.
The sock
What's
conspiracy.
that?
Where like socks go missing.
I was gonna bring that up as well with the laundry situation because I have a stack of socks that don't have partners.
What do you think it is?
I don't know where they're going.
Yeah. Do you have any theories? Any thoughts?
I have some theory maybe that they just get spun out in the dryer.
They shoot out the vent outside.
Yeah, or like there's like that ledge where like the lip where the drum spins freely
Mm-hmm.
and where the lid is, they might fly into there.
Okay, I can
don't
see
know.
that. I have another thought.
Okay, what's this?
So you've heard of Pizzagate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Pizzagate involves children, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what do children have?
Socks.
2 feet.
Okay.
And what do 2 feet require?
Socks.
2 socks.
You think there's people that are taking socks for this underground ring?
I'm just saying I've never seen the inside of a dryer.
I was going elsewhere. But,
Where were you? Oh, okay.
um,
jeez.
hey. Maybe there's like an underground OnlyFans ring that sells dirty socks or
Yeah,
something.
just singles.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right.
And
All right.
they're like, we're running out of product, and they just break into people's houses and steal socks.
We need more socks.
But they grab single socks.
because they only need one.
They only need one.
I like it. So that's what you're going with. I'm going Pizzagate.
Yeah.
You're going OnlyFans.
Now, if you had a dirty sock fetish,
Mhm.
would you buy a single sock or a pair of socks?
And I have a dirty sock.
You have
Fetish?
you have a dirty sock fetish, let's say.
Is the price the same?
No. Let's say the one's cheaper. The one sock is cheaper.
Oh, I'm going. Oh man.
Like, do you think the fetish requires 2 socks or 1 sock?
Wow. I think I would. Okay. I think I would start with 2 to see.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, I think I would start with 2 to see, and if kind of like as time progressed, I
You're like,
noticed
I
I'm like
can-
these
I
are
can
the
just
same.
do
I could
one.
do one that
Yeah.
like they are equal.
Now, what do you think is more fetishized?
This is making me tingle.
Fetishized?
Yeah.
Do you think it's the left foot or the right foot?
Left.
You think it's the
Oh,
left
yeah.
foot? Really?
Everything left is special, right?
Oh,
You know.
yeah. Yeah.
Pitchers,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
golfers, hockey players,
Huh.
tennis players.
Yeah, I bet you.
Boxers.
I bet you the left foot would be more popular in the
What
fetish
about you
world.
though? Well, are you taking both or are you taking one?
I'm taking both.
Can I get a bundle?
Yeah.
Can I get a Costco
Yeah.
truck?
Dirty socks at Costco's. Yeah.
Could you imagine the stink?
Another question. Do you think thrift stores are in on the dirty sock scandal?
I'm going to go like if I have to gun to the head, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. I never trust a thrift store. I never trust an employee at a thrift store.
I also find it like they just sell like everything. Hey, like you can get underwear, bras, socks, anything there.
Yeah.
Now,
It's like Chinese stores, food stores. If you go far enough into the back, you know there's a gang playing poker.
yeah. Is it rude to just drop off single socks at the thrift store?
That is awesome. And shoes
Yeah.
and gloves.
Yeah, like
Just start. That's funny.
is that rude though? Like
We should start a thrift store called Singles.
and it's just one of like stuff that requires 2 things.
But we won't sort it as long as it's one.
Yeah.
We'll throw it into the pile, and maybe like if you're lucky,
Yeah,
you can get the pair.
Yeah. But you have to dig for it.
You have to dig for it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's unreal.
Yeah. Just a thought.
Called Singles.
Just a thought. Yeah. Because I have a bunch of these single socks and I don't know what to do with them because I don't want to throw them out. Because I know someone out there I would think would be down bad enough to just put a white and black pair of socks on if need be.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
dude.
like hand them out to the homeless maybe.
I had my socks on back, like inside out today, until I took my shoes off. I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh, and that doesn't like agitate you?
Oh, it did. I flipped
Okay.
them, but I was also perplexed because I'm like, I've been walking in these all day. So
Do you
is
know
it
what
gross
drives
to
me
flip
nuts?
them
Is
now?
2 different socks.
Yeah.
I cannot do it.
No, Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar. Me neither. Who's Nebuchadnezzar?
Is there someone from the
Scrooge?
Bible? No, he's Nebuchadnezzar Scrooge. Is that right?
No.
Let's check Siri.
It's got to be Scrooge's first name.
Who is Nebuchadnezzar? Nebuchadnezzar II, also spelled Nebuchadnezzar, spelled differently, was a second Neo-Babylonian emperor ruling the death of his father Nabopolassar in 605 BC to his own death in 562 BC.
Yeah, I could never.
Jeez.
Isn't Nebuchadnezzar Scrooge is a thing though?
Nebuchadnezzar Scrooge. Ebenezer.
Ebenezer. Fuck, we were close.
We were there.
Shit, we were there.
We were there.
We're like one sock.
Yeah,
in a
we.
thrift store.
Yeah,
Just
there's a lot of
needed that other
insights
one.
going on
Yeah.
here. I know who that is because I got the same message. I got another question for you. Superhero side hustles.
Okay. Now, are they real or like current superhero side hustles or like fake ones?
Like, what do you think they would be? Like for certain super, like let's say Superman. I understand he has a job, but what would his side hustle be?
Iron worker.
That's, yeah.
Think about how quick that would be.
What about let's go Spider-Man? What's
Spider-Man.
I mean, he's a photographer in his spare time.
I could see him shooting porn.
Just Mary Jane.
Yeah. No, but anything. Like he works for Thic Taxi or something.
He's just he goes to Mary Jane the one day. It's Mary Jane, right? Her name.
Yep.
Okay. He goes to her. He's like, she walks into the apartment. There's cameras and lights set up. What's going on in here? Yeah. So the superhero thing. It's been rough, you know. I'm gonna need you to take your clothes off, sweetie.
Or he just is like works for Brazzers and is just like a camera guy for them.
I like to think he's a producer.
Oh, okay.
Or just a camera. Like,
yeah,
no
like,
one even knows his name.
No, he like works for a company.
Just,
Because he's able to like put up cameras wherever, right?
yeah. Have a good day, boys.
Yeah.
See you,
Yeah.
Peter, right?
Yeah. And they're always naked, and like that he's just casually naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be great.
And he never goes for drinks with him?
No.
Like after a long day of shooting?
There's no way porn stars are going for drinks after work, you think?
Come on.
I guess.
They'll meet up at the local bar and
Yeah. That must be wild.
how about today's shoot it, boys?
Do you think porn companies have HR departments?
Oh, for sure. I feel like it's one of the businesses that would have to have an HR department.
But you're actually fucking your coworkers.
Yeah, but can you think of the logistics around that?
Yeah, so how would you HR that?
You might. Okay. Yeah, okay. But okay. Oh, shit.
Yeah, like that's a lot to unpack.
That is.
Literally.
We should look into it. I don't want to look into it. Can you
No.
do it on your search?
I could probably
on
look it
your
up later,
Google?
yeah.
Do it on your system. Not in the gym. You're on
No,
my
no,
Wi-Fi
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. No, but yeah, no, I'm perplexed about that. So
Can you think of any? What about Black Adam? What do you think his side hustle is? Careful, buddy. Watch the line.
I don't know much about Black Adam, to be honest.
What you do know?
I like to think Flash is like a bike delivery guy. Like,
Oh yeah, okay, like a
Yeah,
DoorDash.
yeah,
on
but he
pedal.
on pedal.
Yeah. He's just slow as hell.
Yeah, somehow he's slow.
Doesn't want people to catch on to
yeah,
him,
yeah.
or he's just lazy.
Yeah.
It's just my passion.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another good super. What about Ant-Man?
Probably drain work, like plumbing.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking the
Yeah,
same thing.
Like
Plumbing.
think about how perfect that you could just get it like small enough in there. You could drain, like clean your drains and stuff. It'd be perfect.
Jeez.
Because like sometimes your drains get plugged or something, and it gets
Mhm.
so frustrating because it's not draining properly. You just shrink yourself down, get a shovel or something, shovel that shit out. That'd be great.
Yeah, you're right. I thought the same thing actually. I thought for different reasons, but I was right on the same page.
Okay.
Okay. Do you ever give? This is my other question. Do you ever give inanimate objects? I think we touched on this with cars, but do you ever give any other inanimate objects like feelings?
Yes.
What kind of stuff? Does anything come to mind?
When I was a kid, I had a blankie
Okay.
that I was like very dear to.
Did you ever have like stuffed animals
No.
that you're like you had to play, or toys that you had to play with them evenly?
No.
Really? Okay.
No, I just had a blanket that I thought I had feelings.
And it would miss you? Would it ever miss you?
Yeah.
What do you think that like what do you think that means that you wanted something to miss you? Like you're putting those emotions that you wanted someone to feel about you onto that
I
thing?
don't think so because my parents would miss me.
Did you feel that as a kid?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just checking in, dude.
Yes,
Just want you
dude.
to be-
Fuck. Yeah, I think so. I would hope my parents would miss me. Yeah. I don't know. I probably just thought of that because of I was with my blanket all the time, right?
Do you still have it?
I do. Do still have it. Yeah, bro. It's tucked away in my closet.
Do you ever name it? Like do you
I didn't name
Is that a
it.
thing?
No, didn't have a name.
I had a guy named a stuffed animal named Curious George. Still
Okay.
have him. Sits in our spare room and freaks the shit out of me every
Yep.
once in a while.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Blankets you can't get scared of. It's just a blanket.
Just lays there.
Yeah.
What did you have any other things that you'd give feelings to? Like we talked about cars the other day.
Well, for instance, this blanket when we would travel, like my parents would always take me on trips and stuff. If I didn't have that packed, I thought we would die in a crash or something.
So it's kind of good luck.
was like a
too,
good luck
right?
charm,
Like
yeah.
your protector.
Yeah.
Dang. Some of us have religion.
Yeah, I had blankie.
You had blanket, dude. Did you pray to it?
No.
That would be
That'd been psycho.
the salt lamp
Yeah.
is next to it.
Yeah, a couple candles. Yeah. Yeah.
And tonight
It provides warmth and comfort.
That's dude. I would
Yeah.
I would think that about like different toys, like action figures and stuff. I would think in my head, I'm like, I got to play with this one equally because this one's gonna get jealous of this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that
And now you don't do that in real life at all because you don't have to worry about friends getting jealous of hanging out with you.
no, hell yeah, dude,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen, dude.
No, it doesn't happen. You don't come around enough for that to happen. So
It more so works the other way. They're like, hey, maybe you should go hang out with this
Yeah.
guy. He misses you, man.
yeah.
Feels like you're trying to get me out of here.
Yeah. had to start a podcast to see it more. That's fair.
Welcome here.
Yeah, that's I had a car that I thought had feelings, but I was like I was like a grown up then, and I just wanted to give it feelings because like it was fun, and it was a yellow Beetle, like it was a yellow Volkswagen Bug.
Oh, yeah, and those have personality.
They had like it has a
the
personality
character.
for sure. So there's definitely a difference though between doing that and then doing that as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Like
Like doing it as an adult and then doing it as a kid. Yeah, it is definitely different. You like to think that it's that it's not real.
yeah, it's just playful.
Yeah. But why do you think it is? Because I feel like people do that though. Like, let's say you had a thing like that. You kind of gave it that emotion. Sometimes people will give that to something, maybe someone passed away in their life, or maybe it has a connection that way. But it is, in reality, it is still just a thing.
Yeah.
And you still have that memory. But if someone comes along and let's say it's a lamp, it's your salt lamp.
Yeah.
And it has sentimental value. You're like, yeah, but I know it's a thing. But I come along and I steal it or break it on accident. And you're like, what the heck, man? That meant all this to me, all this. That's kind of doing it too, isn't it? Like, I would do the same thing about certain things.
I would assume. I don't know. It would be kind of like, I guess if, let's say, a family member died and they had like a classic car, they put their heart and soul into, and they gave it to you, and you got it in a car accident, you'd feel like shit because like that person has all that memories funneled into that unit, and like you kind of feel their presence probably when you're using it.
Yeah. Do you think that's real?
I think that's real. Yeah, for sure.
But let's say you get all the money back from what that car was worth, like exactly what you felt it was worth to memories and everything.
I don't think that would matter.
It is that. And you think that's a real thing?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a real thing. I think that's a real thing. When
I'm playing the both sides. I think agree.
I think it'd be cold for it not to be a thing.
Because if you were to pull back and just look at it from like a
human looking, just a car.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But it does feel like I agree with you. I don't disagree with you.
No, I think that also helps with coping though too for people.
Yeah,
is knowing that thing was tied to them closely. That you feel like they're there.
There's a connection.
Yeah,
there's a connection. Their energy was put into this thing.
Yep.
I think there's value there. Yeah, I totally agree. I got some news for you
now.
Oh,
that being said, though, did you ever feel attachment to houses? Like when you moved as a kid?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't.
No. Okay.
No. So like I spent what did I spend 20 years on that farm when we sold it and moved off?
Nothing.
It didn't really like
a good riddance.
No, it wasn't like that. It was it didn't bother me like I thought it would.
You just did a final burnout on the crushed rock?
Yeah, scuffed my knees up real good one last time.
On foot?
Yeah. Yeah. Torrie, you're 20. What the fuck are you doing? It doesn't matter.
One last time.
Yeah.
Are you crying from the rock, or it seems like you're crying about something else?
No, I don't know. Yeah, that was very weird. Maybe because the transition was very smooth.
Do you think too, like your perspective was like you knew the outcome was an improvement over the current, like for your parents? I mean,
that's true.
Like you could see all those positives that maybe, like I imagine, was it tough for your parents?
Yes.
I imagine you could see from almost an outside perspective of like, hey, you know what, this is hard now, but this is for the better kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very weird, and I don't know, it didn't really bother me, but yeah, that could be because I knew it was going to be better for my parents. Yeah. Do
you think there's a possibility down the road you'll think back on it differently, or are you pretty settled in?
Don't get me wrong, I would have loved to have purchased that farm from my family, but that's life, man.
Next time, right? Okay, for a fee of $1,500, fans of Taylor Swift's boyfriend Travis Kelce can get a visit from a 6'6" Kelce lookalike. The company announced a partnership with Gorgeous Giant, that's the brand, ahead of the NFL playoffs, which are set to begin Saturday, January 19th. So basically, you can get a lookalike Travis Kelce to show up at your
house or whatever party to take pictures with.
Yeah, for $1,500. Give me.
That's gross.
That's fucking weird.
Gross.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's borderline like bachelorette party, order a stripper.
It's weird for me that people fantasize about celebrities. I never really was like. I shouldn't say fantasize, but like I've never followed a celebrity so much that I'm like want to be him, want to meet him, want to like be everything about it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to that extent, I've definitely been infatuated with the workings of people. Like been like, hey, what about this person is so intriguing? Like my brain goes to what are they doing that my brain connects with so well? I mean, like when Theo Von got big, I was like, there's something about this person that my brain is connecting with really well. I think a lot of people can. I think that's why he is so popular. There's something about the way he's communicating. So my brain goes to that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I would definitely go watch him and see him again.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't. I don't like.
You don't want his socks.
Yeah, I don't want his socks. I don't want to look like to come at my house.
Yeah, that's
like
weird.
like I don't follow him to the point where every show is always here.
Yeah,
always there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna like do you know like that. I never understood that. Like for instance, the Kardashians, the fans of the Kardashians, they like fans will watch every episode and buy all their products and like,
dude, that to me, like that's one of those things to me that I'm like, it's almost a thing like the Kardashian thing and something like that. And I'm sure someone can point out something in my life that's similar to that.
Yeah.
But there's something about that in my brain that is like, this is just not right. You know what I mean? Like it seems like the infatuation with them and the obsession almost infiltrates people's lives. Like you see people who are so passionate about like the Kardashians that you're like, you're acting that way, but you don't have that money.
No.
And you don't have that
but
influence.
They're willing to sacrifice that.
And to be that same character. It's a weird thing to see in person.
Same with like this is a product, but like the Stanley Cup craze.
Okay, what's this?
Like the Stanley mugs.
Oh,
okay. Like I watched a video of like people body checking each other for the specific color of Stanley mug.
Dude, I totally thought you were talking about like the Stanley Cup, like NHL Stanley Cup. At first, I was like, "What about like that? These teams want to win it?" That's right. Like,
there's a brand around it. Yeah,
I don't get why these teams are trying to get to the top. It's like, what the fuck is this?
No,
they're so competitive. Just have fun.
Yeah, just play for fun. It's a game.
No, but the Stanley mugs, And in 5 years ago, what was it? There was like Hydro Flask.
It was Hydro Flask and Yeti. I'm pretty sure was the ticket.
Yeah. And now it's Stanley.
Yeah, it's and like people. The video I watched was people were just like stiff arming people.
Oh, dude, it's middle-aged white women for sure. I hate to harp on it again.
There was that, and there was definitely some husbands in there trying to get that product, obviously for either for themselves or for their mom, but like,
can we make a deal? We got to come to a solution here. I want you to work with me.
Yeah.
If we ever meet a husband, including myself, you can come at me too.
Yeah.
You can remind me. You can check me. That obsesses over a Stanley Cup, like a Stanley mug.
Yeah.
What do we do in that situation? We're face to face. We're sitting here. Someone comes into the room. It's happening
with
right
a Stanley mug,
or they go on a rant. Like the other day, I was in Costco. I was trying to get the blue Stanley mug, and this guy came up, and they get into that. What are we doing?
I say we just call him out.
Can you go, hey, wait a second. Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe we could do that. Or we could do the Crystalia.
What's it?
Turn around. Yeah. I don't know the last bit. I think he says, go fuck yourself or something.
Yeah, okay.
Turn around.
Do that.
Yeah. It's something like that.
We could come up with
something.
something.
So we could just call him out. Just be like, wow, that's dumb. That's stupid.
I think we have to be more clever, though.
Yeah.
You know, we got to really prove a point.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to put myself in here.
Or we just grab the mug and break it in front of him. Like just murder it.
Question.
Kill it.
Is Stanley... Just pulled something off my ear.
That's gross.
What do you think it was?
Earwax?
No, it was on my lobe.
Oh, like a pimple maybe? Now you're going to fester, let it
No,
fester?
it didn't hurt. Nothing. Just pulled it off. Crusty. Anyways. Is Stanley made by the same company that makes the tools?
Yes. No. I thought you were going with like the old green coffee, construction coffee, like thermos.
Let's check if they are. That's a good question. That's something worth discovering.
I think, what was it, last year or a couple years ago, their profit was $17 like 17 million or something. Now it's at like 170 million.
Really?
Yeah. Is it Stanley Tools, hey? I don't think they're the same. I think Stanley Tools is like a Black & Decker product.
It does say that.
Yeah.
For years, Stanley sold thermoses, much like the ones pictured below. You can still find them for sale. Stanley Black & Decker is not affiliated with the water bottle vacuum flask products.
All right.
So I'm assuming they make the thermoses. Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Bold move, taking their name.
Or you know.
Bold move.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got from Travis Kelce lookalike. So you're going.
I'm going like just like cult followings, like, but like quick, because like that's gonna fade out.
Hear me out.
The Travis Kelce thing's gonna fade out. Taylor Swift's probably gonna fade out.
But how great would it be for us to pitch a couple $100 together to get fake Travis Kelce on the podcast? Get fucking hooped into this.
$1,500 too.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, come on down,
that
dude.
might not be a bad idea.
That'd be unbelievable.
That might not be a bad idea. Wow, $750 though for him to sit with us. How long do we get to have him for?
The evening, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. And just put a playoff game there. Like he has to. That was the deal.
Yeah.
Like, he has to sit with us. That would be unreal.
That'd be funny shit. Yeah.
I got another one here. This one, dude. When I read this, I laughed so hard, and I don't know if this is gonna come across as funny on the podcast as it did me and my computer, but Vatican Doctrine Chief under fire for writing a 1998 book featuring graphic orgasm descriptions. I thought that was unbelievable. Entitled The Mystical Passion, Spiritually and Sensuality, is a similar tone to another Ferdinand's book that sparked scandal. Heal Me With Your Mouth, The Art of Kissing.
Dude,
this is freaking wild.
Guys working for the Vatican making porn. He's just writing porn.
It's unbelievable, man. It's a short expose about mythical.
Heal me with your mouth.
Yeah. Mystical, sensual experiences with God. At one point, describing a female orgasm, he concluded that women are often insatiable and may crave more, purportedly because of ample blood flow during climax. So this guy gets scientific too, it sounds like. As it turns out, oh, never mind. That's the next one.
Okay.
That's unbelievable. I read that and I was like, "This is who?" I didn't even know these guys could write books.
So he's a scientist, but he's a man of God.
He's a Vatican Doctrine Chief, so he works at the Vatican. And he's under a bit of fire for an old
making
book.
orgasm books,
specifically The Mystical Passion, Spiritually and Sensuality.
The Mystical Passion.
Like
it sounds like who's the puppet guy that made puppets?
Bill Durham?
Nope. He did like
Jeff Foxworthy.
Nope. Fuck. He made the movie Labyrinth in 1989. He made like
Del Toro.
Robertson is his last
That's a screwdriver.
That's who that what you said there sounds like one of those like puppet guys. Like that'd be a puppet show.
Oh yeah.
The mystical what was it?
Mystical passion, spirituality, and sensuality.
Yeah, that sounds like this guy's one of this guy's movies.
I just want to know the process of this guy sitting down at whatever he sat down to write this. And he's like, what's the title going to be? And this guy's a Vatican, whatever. He's had a long day wearing a robe. And he sits down. He's like, lights a candle, puts his feather in the ink, and he writes,
"Heal me with your mouth."
The art of kissing. Like, you know what I mean? Like that process of this guy just sitting there being a weirdo.
I don't know. Someone wrote 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, but were they pretending to be like a pastor or
That's
a priest?
true.
Like if you're a dirtbag, you can write anything. You can start a podcast.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's a very good point. We also got to talk about. Did you hear about what was going on in New York?
Oh no,
with the Jewish population.
No,
there was is it a synagogue?
Okay,
they built tunnels underground. They built like a bunch of tunnels underground in New York.
Okay,
and we're using it. They thought to like traffic children. I don't know if that's true. I think they were using it as like a prayer place during COVID. They were like,
Oh, dang.
so I guess someone filmed a bunch of like Jewish people crawling out of a hole in New York, and they looked down and they saw there was like a massive tunnel that connected to the synagogue.
Have they mapped them at all? You know?
I don't know
Like
if I don't know how many there are or how big it is, but
wow.
and I'm very uneducated because it could not. This guy crawling out of the hole might not have been the first one. Like they just found these tunnels under synagogues and like Jewish people. It's tied to the Jewish people.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. I like
Yeah.
to think it's conspiracy
Yeah. That's funny.
or
That's wild.
conspiracy.
You just digging a tunnel. Like
Yeah, you're just like, hey, we're gonna build some tunnels.
so today's service, we're just gonna try to get this another 10 feet.
Dude, they probably got more work done on those tunnels than half of the youth trips that go to like South America.
That they probably did it real cheap.
They probably they're probably nice too.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, they're probably like fully
affordable.
furnished. Yeah.
No, they are not nice. They look kind of rough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they look kind of rough.
Well,
They look like a 1930s basement. Like if you can imagine what a basement from that
Yeah.
era would look like, that's what the walls look like.
a little bit moist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine the infrastructure under New York is the most advantageous to.
Play with.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're
That's
digging
sick.
holes.
I hope this isn't true and you just made this up.
No, it
That'd be
is true.
unbelievable.
It is true. There's tunnels. They found
That's
the tunnels,
sick.
and I saw videos of it. It's true.
So what do they do? Do you think? Do you have to fill them back in?
Well,
Just
the
with
the
loose
city
dirt?
started welding the grates and stuff shut. So if there's anyone in like closing the tunnels, so hopefully there's no one left in those tunnels because they're fucked now. But I mean, they'll just dig another tunnel out. Hopefully,
Yeah, I mean they got themselves into the
Yeah.
mess.
They can dig them out. Yep.
There we go. Okay, last one, man. On my news at least, it turns out that the 1996 and 2004 calendars are the same.
1996.
Yep, both years were a leap year with the new year beginning on a Monday. This has sent people into a frenzy digging through old belongings to find vintage calendars from that year. If you do happen to come across a 1996 calendar, you're likely to find it filled with pop culture moments that were prominent in the year.
Dumb. Who gives a shit?
Okay. I thought it was neat, dude. I mean, it's hard to top the mystical passion and heal me with your mouth.
Heal me with your mouth, dude.
Dude.
That is an 80s love record right there.
Can you drop that on someone?
Yeah,
Like
just I need you to heal me with your mouth.
dude, if you ever fall down and scrape your knee, please
Just like, look, I need you to heal me with your mouth.
you're gonna have to kiss that
I have
better.
to kiss this better.
I know you're
Yeah.
I know you're insatiable because of your blood flow.
I can smell it.
But anyways, do you think you'll pick up a calendar?
No, I'm not digging for that's dumb. That's dumb. Just because, like, oh, look at the pop culture in this old calendar. Like,
That is neat, man.
you know who's doing that?
Who?
Old people are like
Yeah, dude.
excited about that.
Same people knows the price,
Yeah.
who know the price of stamps.
But also, if it's the same calendar this year,
Yeah.
just buy one for this year.
And then think, reverse Uno on
Yeah,
yourself.
like, oh, this is from 1964. Look at
96.
that. Whatever.
Shit.
Yeah, like, that's how much I care.
We should also, on top of an advertisement, we should do a calendar.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, thick and thin
Yeah.
calendar. Make it really thick, and then some of them are really thin, and you don't know which one you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Like just thick pages, just like
It weighs 5 pounds.
just steel.
yeah.
Ting. That's all I got. You got anything today? You got any topics you want to cover?
What do I have in my phone here?
Hit me with your good stuff. Where we at for? We're rolling, dude. We're doing
rolling,
good
yeah,
today. It feels good. I'm glad I got fired up before today's episode.
I want to talk to you about like gym dudes and gym bros. What happened to them?
Gym
like-
dudes and gym bros.
Yeah, like I see it on like a lot of social media and in public now. They're not like the meatheads that like. Where did the fun ones go?
They're still there.
Yeah,
Like the meatheads. Oh yeah, there's a
because
whole
like now
sect.
all I see is like yeah, I got up at 5 a.m., did my workout. Then I read 15 books. And now we're going to do some finance stuff. They're all like, they're educated.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
They're like, they're like, I bettered myself vibe. It's like, they're not muscle heads that are just like, I'm gonna have 15 eggs today, then I'm gonna slam a 12-pack with my bro and do some wrestling. You know, like where's the passion and the fun loving energy of just pumping iron?
Have you?
You know?
Do you know about? Do you know about two twins? There's
Yeah,
a
the
couple-
Trend twins.
Yeah, they're still out there,
but they're not
baby.
funny. They're annoying. I find them annoying.
Oh man, like, but they're like, if you come at them like WWE characters,
Yeah,
and you're like, this is
I
what
guess,
they
yeah.
are, then for a little bit
Mhm.
they're funny, but they are annoying.
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
like, where's the Hodge twins? Like, they were funny.
They're still out there. They just
Yeah,
changed.
they're definitely changed. I know that, but
yeah, it is
Or-
less.
like the bright colored, like, where's the bright colors? You know,
Okay, so this is what I'll say.
and the big shades.
It's kind of split into a couple different sectors in fitness. There's like the younger kids who are a little bit more like, you'll see them like they're cutting sick edits
Yeah.
and
Like gym bros are stoics now.
some, and then you got the other side like the Cam Hanes, David Goggins world, who
Yeah.
are very intense and they're running and cross training and
Trying
all
to
this
kill
stuff.
themselves with fitness.
Yeah, and they're jumping in cold
Yeah.
water every day. And then you have this scientific side. There's probably the scientific side who are breaking down, okay, what's the best way to do this? So you kind of have these sectors and maybe they intertwine.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like the gym bros who kind of just fit in there. But when you go to a gym, there is still gym bros.
There's still like,
yeah, there is.
there's
They
still like the guys that'll like, okay, this workout's done. Now let's go and party.
yeah, oh yeah,
There's still those
there.
guys.
Yep.
Okay, but they still look physically fit.
Yeah, but it
Okay.
doesn't sell quite as well right now because a lot of the thing, especially because fitness is focused at guys a lot of times, like at least what we see. There is the girl side, but the guy side is very stoic and this.
Yeah,
and this.
they have like a program they're selling on their Instagram as well.
So some of them
like-
do that, but maybe don't live that
Yeah.
lifestyle, I would say.
It's
And then-
it's sad, you know. I miss
miss
like
him.
the Dom Mazetti,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
bro science. I
But that
miss
was a
that guy.
character. That was a
Yeah,
character.
where are those characters? Those were
I
real
agree.
people at some point.
I agree, and it was fun too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
reps for Jesus, man.
Reps for Jesus, amen. The Swoley Bible,
Yeah.
baby.
Where
The
where's
fact you know all this is
Yeah.
awesome.
I watch Dom Mazzetti all the time. I
Yeah,
found him
he's
so
good.
funny. Didn't work out, but loved the videos. So-
Video every
Yeah.
other month.
Yeah.
yeah, they were good. I'm trying to. It has turned.
What was it? Swole Vader? He had like a
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, I'm
great.
trying to think of the other ones he had.
Yeah, those were characters. I know, but there's characters are now different. The
think
character now is like this like alpha educated male, and it's not entertaining. It's just like
Yeah.
fuck, that's boring.
Yeah, those characters do get like
Yeah.
almost Liver King kind of thing. Like,
Liver
It's a-
King's
it's a
a bit of a character.
but it's a character, but it's still focused in that
Yeah.
direction. Which it's like, if you're gonna be a character, just be like Rich Piana was an awesome gym bro. Like people love that guy. Do you remember him?
No.
Oh man, you should look him up. He had a 8-hour arm workout.
What
8-hour Rich
his
Piana.
Rich Piana?
Yeah,
Okay.
or Rich Piana, however you
Yeah.
say it. And he was like, he was notorious like in the fitness industry. Everybody kind of loved him,
Yeah.
and he was also a meme. Like he did a whole video about how steroids shrink your balls, but it's a good thing because it makes your dick look bigger. He did a whole video on that, man.
Okay.
And he's dead serious.
Yeah.
At least he appears dead
Yeah.
serious. And he was around for a while, and he was jacked, and people loved him.
Do you
he
think
was
it's
kind
a
of a meme.
phase? Do you think this like where we are with gym culture is a phase?
Yeah.
Okay.
It always phases in and out.
Do you think what'll be the next phase?
In gym culture? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm trying to think of what's influenced this gym culture.
Like, will it go back to the bright colors and big hair and just muscle?
Well, I had a thing a little while ago that track pants were going to come back, and I seen on Gymshark's website they're advertising track pants now.
Okay.
So it could go that way. It is trending that. Bandanas are back in. People wearing
Yeah, hell
bandanas in
yeah.
the gym.
That's sick.
Crop tops are in right now. Dudes
That's-
wearing crop
yeah.
tops. That kind of came, I think, from football.
I had a friend who predicted the crop top thing 4 years ago.
Who was it? Can you tell me?
I'll tell you off the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll know them, though.
You do know them.
Yeah, I think that stemmed from football players doing it.
Yeah.
And then the football players, they work out, and sometimes when you don't make it in football, you're a strong person. So you can transition to fitness. So it kind of picked
I
up
guess
there.
I could shout him out. He has a business. Yeah, Rydell.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was 4 years ago. He's like, yeah, watch crop tops will become backing.
Yeah.
Like, nah, wait, no way, man. I'm like, yeah. He's like, watch.
Yeah.
Now it's that time, and you just said crop tops are
Yeah.
coming back.
There was Ezekiel Elliott in NFL did it, and then a guy, big power lifter, a few years ago named Russ Ori. He was doing it, but he kind of came from football scene too. And then he's like one of the strongest power lifters ever. So that became big, and then people. He did try. I seen in one of his videos though. He tried to wear snowboard goggles, and it seemed like he was trying to push that as a thing. And
That's
I'm like,
interesting.
I can't get on board with that. Like just on the side of his head. I'm like, good for you being you, but I don't think this is gonna be the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting with trends, especially with social media. Has changed a lot because there's so much behind the scenes to be a character. Is a little bit tougher. One person I will say, if you don't know this person, I know you do because you watch wrestling, Eric Bugenhagen.
That guy is sick.
Unbelievable.
That
One
guy
of my
is sick.
favorite.
Yeah, he's unreal.
The Boogs,
yeah.
dude.
The Boogster.
Yeah, unbelievable. Do you follow him on Instagram
I
at all?
did for a little bit.
I
And
love it.
That's unfortunate that he's not in the WWE anymore.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like,
I thought he's like your
yeah,
stereotypical
like 90s, early 80s,
Yeah.
like guy.
played the role.
Yeah,
and you
very
knew
well.
He was playing the
Yeah.
role.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like there's something about someone who's like unapologetically playing a character.
Yeah,
And just engulfed.
it was
in the
refreshing.
character. Yeah.
Like, this guy's hilarious.
Oh man, he's on. That is one of them. I hope
Yeah.
that comes back.
What was that video you showed me of him? He was doing something ridiculous. It was like,
man.
do you remember?
do you know what it?
He was deadlifting or benching or something.
He does like weird deadlifts, like between the legs, 800-pound deadlift
Yeah.
or something like that.
It was funny.
There was one he does like 3-hour live streams. And I tuned into one, like I was just on YouTube working or whatever. I clicked on it, just had it playing, and he was trying to look for chalk in the gym, and he was asking people what he can use instead.
That's right. I saw that's what we were talking about.
And he was going through. He had concrete powder, and he's people were like, "No, that doesn't work." And he had kitty litter, and he's like, just going through all this stuff.
He's a monster though.
Oh yeah,
he's huge.
Guy's sweet, man.
Yeah, if you look him up, you guys. He's hilarious.
And he seems genuine.
Yeah,
which is sweet.
Yep.
I think that has improved in fitness culture though. Like that part, like you can find genuine seeming people at least in fitness. You can definitely still get the other stuff, and you only know how much you can see on a screen. But I think with social media, YouTube and stuff all being so big, it's really made it feel a lot easier to find people who are them. Whether you like them or not, at least they're them kind of thing.
Yeah, that's sweet.
What about you? Well, for you, like what culture would you say you dive into the most? Because obviously I'm in fitness, so it's kind of the thing.
Culture? What do you mean?
Yeah, like what, like being into fitness, you see that on YouTube and all that stuff.
Oh, like what I identify with more?
Yeah, like what
in the fitness world,
or not even fitness, just in life in general. Like if you were to be like, this subculture interests me quite a bit. I dive down this rabbit hole quite a bit. Like, would you say, I know you're like anime.
I like anime, but I don't like the culture.
Okay. Do you like streaming, like gaming? You like gaming?
But I don't game as
you don't watch streamers or anything?
No, I don't watch streamers or anything. I just game on like later evenings when I've got nothing else to do.
Comedy.
Yeah, I would say like comedy's a big thing. That's comedy.
What do you think, like, and you've been watching comedy for a while.
Yeah.
What do you think about the culture in comedy? Like from your perspective, obviously neither of us are comedians, but
well, I find it's getting more twisted now. It's not people are getting more like put in like their groups now, I find.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know
like
what I mean?
The Rogan group.
Yeah, Kill Tony's guys.
Schultz's
guys. Like because they're like, oh, I don't need Comedy Central. I don't need HBO. They're like, I'll just start my own platform.
And there's Theo just on his own.
Well, Theo's kind of on his own, but I think he's also more than a comedian. It sounds stupid.
I do agree.
But because that Sean Strickland podcast he had, like the way he handled that situation was very well done.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people give Theo enough credit.
I think
as like a person and as like just a good dude. It'd be a damn shame if something came out about him. You know?
Why you fucking gotta say that?
No, but that's what I'm
Yeah,
like. That's
I
what I'm
agree.
worried about. Because
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of young men I think that really like him and look up to him. And me being me, I love Theo Von.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's super, and that's one of those things like that is that connection with people. Like he's super relatable, and his experiences, I think, whether you had the exact same experience,
Yeah.
the way he communicates
He seems human.
is connectable. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not someone that you like. A Joe Rogan is like you can look up to, or you can be inspired by,
Yeah.
or you can be like, oh, he has a good guest on. But Theo's more someone, like in my experience at least, and this feels weird talking about like a famous person, but it's like, oh, this person is next to me.
Yeah.
He's walking with me.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're kind of
Yeah,
doing
and
this journey
I
together.
feel like I could cry with Theo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
You could share socks with him.
Yeah, I could borrow some socks from him.
Yeah.
I don't think I could cry with Joe Rogan.
Guy would.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he'd put you in the ice bath.
yeah.
Put you in the deprivation.
It just seems he just seems warmer.
I agree. Yeah, there's warmth to him. Yeah, you're right.
And but back to the like there's different cultures now with comedy.
Yeah.
It's nice that and there's just so many. There's so many guys that are coming up that are so good. Like that Stavo,
Yep.
he's really funny.
It's funny.
There's that guy that was on Kill Tony, the African American gentleman. What's his name with the rocks? He talks about the rocks.
I don't know if I've seen this.
You haven't seen that clip?
No.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
Anyways,
okay.
Tony just gave him a shot.
Oh
and
yeah,
he's like-
he likes rocks.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
just
I'm not
finds 'em.
retarded, but I love rocks.
That's
And
right.
he like
yeah.
he did a show
Mhm.
and he sold rocks as merch. Just like rocks he
Genius.
found out and like
Genius.
paired that with his bit.
That's cool. Like
Like-
I feel like I heard one thing I think on a podcast, and they were talking about why comedy's so big, and they're basically saying that it's finally dangerous to do comedy, which makes it popular because it's kind of the taboo things to say.
Yeah.
Whereas there was a time period before kind of I know this is people like the political divide
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, political opinions weren't as popular maybe 10, 15
I
years
just don't
ago.
think people are giving a shit anymore.
Well, I don't think they want to. Like, and that's what comedy offers. It offers like, oh, finally, I don't need to give a shit about HR.
Which is
departments.
what the whole point of comedy was
Yeah.
for that escape.
Yeah.
Was that it's an open field. You can play what you want.
And I think now with that, like, it seems like, especially comedians who they're like, try to cancel me kind of thing. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Those ones, it seems like people are drawn to because they're just like, okay, finally, they're saying the thing I'm thinking.
But you also have to be careful with that because there's some comedians out there that have that mentality where they can say what they want,
Yeah.
and it's fucking annoying.
Where they just push
They
into
just
it.
double down,
Yeah.
and it's just like that's not funny. Now you're just doing.
You're doing it because you know
Yeah.
you're doing it. You're not saying something that's actually funny. You're
No,
just saying
you're just-
something that you know you shouldn't say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, did you watch the Cat Williams thing?
I did. Yeah.
What'd you think of that? That guy's wild, man.
Wild. But people say he's the GOAT.
I watched
They-
some of his old
yeah.
clips, like some of his old stuff.
Kills,
Man,
dude.
every day
Yeah.
with the
Did you
fry.
yeah.
Oh, dude.
Did you see the clip where he brought out Lil Jon? He brought Lil Jon out on
That's
a special.
unreal. Really, yeah.
And all Lil Jon did was just do his little like and that's all it was. And Cat was never said a thing. He just let Lil Jon do his thing.
Yeah.
But that was part of his special.
That's
He would
unreal.
just brought him out and let him fucking.
Do you think that whole thing is a
Well, then he
marketing
did like a
thing?
weird little dance. He did like this little like pimp dance that he like.
Cat did?
Yeah, he's unreal.
Do you
Yeah.
think that was a marketing thing? Because he's going on tour now, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that was a marketing? He's like, hey, I haven't
For
been in the
sure.
limelight. I'm a little bit older now. Let me get back into it before I go on tour. Also, he's taking Kevin Hart's ex-wife with him on tour.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's awesome. I don't know. I always liked Cat Williams. I thought he was
he's
funny.
so funny. Man.
I don't know if it's I don't know.
Like for me, watching old like Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, and Cat Williams,
Old Eddie Murphy.
unreal.
Unreal. Yeah, that what was it? The one with the leather jacket. The red leather jacket.
Oh yeah.
I watched that special as a kid. Set my fucking whole life up on that.
Unbelievable. And his Saturday Night Live
Yeah.
stuff. I think he was on Saturday Night Live, right? Yeah. I think I watched that. And then they were, and even like Martin Lawrence was funny too. I remember watching a clip. I'm like, I didn't know, because I knew like for us, we grew up with him as an actor.
Mm-hmm. He did. Yeah, he was a stand-up.
But all of a sudden I seen some of his old stand. I'm like, okay, I gotta watch this.
Chris Rock too. I feel
Chris
like
Rock,
I feel like a guy needs more credit
Yeah, Chris Rock is funny.
because like
Do you find Kevin Hart funny?
no,
I don't either, man.
no, I don't find Kevin Hart funny. I also don't find people that do stadiums that great.
It
Like
takes away the exact thing I think we were talking. Theo Vaughn is
like don't get me
good at.
wrong, I'd go see Andrew Schultz, but I'd rather see Andrew Schultz in a theater.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of his comedy, but I think he's good at
I'd go
comedy.
see him.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I wouldn't see him in an arena. Like he played Madison Square Garden.
Holy shit.
And like the theater and around, like they do the theater and around, right? They
Yeah.
put the stage in the middle and you go around. But
that'd be hard.
it's very
to get
like
into.
Dane Cookish. Like you
That's
know what I mean?
right,
Like you get
yeah.
so big that you become this like icon, and it's just you're not really,
touchable.
which is nice because Theo, as an example, or who else does this? Chris will do this. Who else is another comedian? There's a lot that'll just book a theater that has like 500 seats, and they'll do it 4 or 5 times. And,
Oh, that's
like, do you know
cool.
what I mean?
Yep.
They'll just
Smaller
I'll
venue.
do in the city, but I'll sell out that show 3 or 4 times.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Instead of doing one big Madison
one, yeah.
Square Garden, they're like, hey, I'm gonna do smaller
Yeah.
spot, more intimate, and
Yep.
just hammer it down over the
Yep.
course of a few days. Yeah, I think too. Like music's like that too. Like I've had some experiences, although concerts are really fun. There's some comparable experiences.
I would
In
not see
small
Tool
venues.
though in a small venue.
Could you imagine, dude?
Like,
Could you imagine?
they're playing at the Burt. Like
Could you imagine their
yeah.
come up?
Yeah.
Like they must have played small venues.
Yeah,
dude.
can you imagine? Oh god, that'd be weird.
Like, what are you
Seeing
doing?
Tool in like a dive bar?
Yeah,
What do you do?
just
There's no like
yeah. I don't.
Tool is a
wow.
Vegas show. Like it's
Yeah, yeah, oh,
made
yeah.
for Vegas.
Yeah. But you know what's funny though, because I think Creed is that way too.
Yeah.
But I could also see Creed in a dive bar.
You would watch. You think Creed's an arena show?
Oh, how great would it be? Dude, they played at flipping Super Bowl, dude.
Yeah,
That's an arena.
Yeah.
That's a stadium, dude.
I don't know. I'd rather see Creed in a theater. I'd rather watch Creed in a dive bar.
That's 100%.
That's way more.
I
like
would do a
I think that'd
theater,
be way
but
better.
dive bar for sure.
That'd be way better.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you can see Creed perform at any dive bar, anyways, because I'll be there belting the lyrics out.
Can you take me higher?
Everyone. Oh God. Oh,
That was awesome.
fucking hell.
Name of this episode, man.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah, that's probably where I'm at with
Yeah.
like comedy and stuff. I like
It's in a
comedy.
good spot.
Yeah. And as for like other things like anime and streaming, I'm not like. I like anime just for like the stories. Like I find the stories are better.
Something to escape into for a bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And gaming is a thing that I do with my friends when we have downtime. It's not like a. It's not like a.
Not like you're sharing socks.
No, and it's not like I'm peeing in a bottle,
Fuck yeah.
waiting on the game to load. You know. That's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing, yeah, guys. Like, I think kids back, like, with Fortnite, kids were, like, just playing so much they were just pissing in bottles and stuff.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Commitment, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Grind, hustle.
Piss
Hustle.
tests were probably easy to get by then. Just had it right there for you.
Give me. USADA comes in, and you're just like, the jug's over there. Just grab it.
Just grab it, yeah.
It's good. Well, man, good to close this sucker out.
Yeah. Is it that time already?
I think so.
No kidding. Hey?
Yeah, an hour
Oh,
and 10.
wow. Look at
You're
that.
good with it?
Wow,
Yeah,
we
we
crushed that.
This thing was great
Yeah,
today.
right on. Just, thanks for listening to this episode of the podcast. We appreciate everybody that listens to this thing. As we go into this new year, hopefully we'll have some better content, maybe some better backgrounds, and yeah, we'll maybe get Travis Kelce on the pod. Or Travis Kelce lookalike. Yeah.
Or
What-
a psychologist.
What was the company called? Gentle Giants?
Let me double check that for you. Gorgeous Giant.
Okay, Gorgeous Giant. Yeah. That's what they call me.
I wonder if he's just by rereading this, it seems like it's just a one-man company, and he calls himself the Gorgeous Giant.
Ooh.
Alrighty then. On that note,
Yeah.
catch you guys in the next episode.
And remember, your mouth can heal.